Students, today we are starting from activity 6.7. It is a normal visit to the health center and acquire some information. So here some data to be remembered. So in activity some has been asked. Normal range of hemoglobin content in adult human it is 12 to 18 gram per deciliter. And here some other data you have to remember. Now blood. So what is blood? It is a red color fluid connective tissue. You have already discussed in standard 9. RBC, WBC and platelets are suspended in the blood. We already know that RBC, WBC and platelets are the main content of the blood. It is a living connective tissue. The transparent pale yellowish fluid, it is a basic fluid of blood, is called plasma. Plasma transport food, carbon dioxide, salt and nitrogenous waste in dissolved form. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are carried by RBC. So RBC have a special protein called hemoglobin. Due to this, the respiratory gases oxygen and carbon dioxide are carried by it. Features of blood. A pumping organ called heart to push blood throughout the body. Heart act, heart act as a pump, and due to heartbeat, the blood pumped up throughout the body. A network of tubes and tubules to reach the tissues and its cells. Blood is reached to the each body cell through the network of tubes and tubules. A system is also developed in the body to ensure this network can be repaired if it is damaged. If bleeding takes place due to rupturing the tubule by any way, the blood clotting starts to stop the wastage of blood from the ruptured side. So it is the function of platelets. Now heart. This is the diagram of heart and it is the labeling. You have to draw this heart because the diagram of heart is asked in a 3 marks with label. Now the location of the heart is, it is in between small space between two lungs slightly toward the left. It is conical in shape and is of the size of a closed fist. Structure. Human heart contains 4 chambers which prevent the oxygen-rich blood and deoxygenated blood to be mixed. The walls of heart made up of cardiac muscles. Upper 2 chambers, they are called atria. One is left atria and the other is right atria, and the walls of atria are thin. Lower 2 chambers are called ventricles. The left ventricle and right side, right ventricle. The walls of ventricle are thick, thick. thick. The walls of ventricles are thick. All the four chambers are separated from each other, uh, partitions called septa. So there are some material which separate the all the four chambers, that is called septa, valves. There is a bicuspid valve for regulating the flow of blood from left atrium to the left ventricle. It is called a bicuspid valve. And tricuspid valve is in between right atrium and right ventricle to regulate the flow of the blood. These valves prevent backward flow of the blood from ventricle to atria. So these two valves are very important in the heart. The circulation path in human heart. So here it is the diagram of the circulation path. So you have to remember this diagram. That in a textbook this diagram is not present. In human there is four chamber heart. Each chamber is separated by septa, which prevent the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood to be mixed. Now, what is happening in left chambers? Oxygen-rich blood from the lungs. Oxygen-rich blood from the lungs comes to the thin-walled upper left chamber of the heart, left atrium through pulmonary veins. As the blood is collected, the left atrium relaxes. Now it contracts while left ventricle relaxes. So the blood transferred to left ventricle through bicuspid valve. When the muscular left ventricle contracts, the bicuspid valve closed and blood is pumped to aorta, and through it it's supplied to the whole body. So the left atrium. The left atrium pulmonary from lungs through pulmonary veins, it pours into left atrium to left ventricle from the bicuspid valve, and from left ventricle oxygenated blood uh, goes to body organs through aorta. Now, in right chambers, deoxygenated blood comes from the body to the upper right chamber, right atrium. It relaxes through vena cava. As the right atrium contracts and right ventricle relaxes, so the blood transferred to the right ventricle through tricuspid valve. When the muscular right ventricle contracts, the tricuspid valve closed and blood is pumped through pulmonary arteries to the lungs for oxygenation. So here we have right ventricle, a right atrium. From body organs, deoxygenated blood pour in a right atrium through vena cava, inferior and superior vena cava. Right atrium to right ventricle, and then it goes to lungs through pulmonary arteries to be oxygenated. So here the whole path of blood circulation in heart. Here it is very important. The upper chambers, both the upper chambers contract and relaxes together. In also the lower chamber relax and relax together one by one. Hence, this process is called the heartbeat. So, first upper chamber contract and lower chamber relaxed. Then lower chamber contract and upper chamber relaxed. So, this simultaneously occurs. So, heartbeat is so there is the heartbeat. Hence, this process is called the heartbeat. In every cycle, blood passes through heart two times. Hence, the circulation of blood called double circulation. So, entry of oxygen into blood through lungs in birds and mammals. They possess four-chamber heart. The complete separation of the right and left side of the heart keeps oxygenated and deoxygenated blood separate without mixing. Such separation allows a highly efficient supply of oxygen to the body. This is useful in animals as they have high energy needs for the maintain of their body temperature. Birds and mammals are warm-blooded animals. So their bodies, the temperature of their bodies are maintained. Due to this warmness of body, some energy should be required. It is it due to this constantly oxygen supply is needed. So four chamber heart is needed. Now in amphibians and many reptiles, amphibians and most of the reptiles are cold blooded. Therefore, they can tolerate mixing of oxygen and deoxygenated blood at some extent. They have three chamber heart which mix the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So they are cold blooded animals, so they need not need not more oxygen to warm their body. In fishes, they have only two chamber heart. One is atrium and other is ventricle. The blood is pumped to the gills, which is oxygenated due to the passes directly to the rest of the body. Thus, blood goes only once through the heart in one complete cycle during circulation. So, in fishes are also cold-blooded animals, but its heart has only two chambers, one atrium and one ventricle. As they are cold-blooded, they needed few oxygen